of the Earth from the Sun, with the Earth in between, causing the Moon's face to be fully illuminated. This happens approximately once every 29.5 days, completing the lunar cycle. The full moon is the brightest phase of the moon, marking the midpoint of the lunar month, which begins with a new moon. It has been used
full
in
moon
calendars to track time and mark important dates. 2. Cultural and mythological significance. Symbol of completion and renewal. In many cultures, the full moon symbolizes the peak of a cycle, a time of completion, culmination, and fulfillment. It represents the height of energy before things begin to wane again. In this sense, it can be a time for reflection, celebrating achievements, and letting go of what no longer serves a purpose. Common mythological associations. The full moon is central to numerous myths and legends. In Western folklore, it is associated with transformation, such as the belief in werewolves. In Hinduism, the full moon is significant for festivals like Holi and Guru Purnima, which honor teachers and spiritual practices. In many East Asian cultures, the full moon is celebrated during the Mid-Autumn Festival as a time for family reunion.
The burning bush and the gates to paradise.
Many ancient cultures revered the moon as a deity, seeing it as a representation of the feminine, mystery, and intuition. Greek mythology features Selene, the goddess of the moon, while in Roman mythology, she is known as Luna. The full moon is often seen as embodying the power of these deities, offering a time of increased spiritual energy. 3. Spiritual and astrological significance. Common energy and intuition. In spiritual traditions, the full moon is believed to heighten emotions, intuition, and psychic abilities. Many people consider it an ideal time for meditation, rituals, and connecting with one's inner self. It is thought to bring clarity, helping to illuminate hidden truths or deep feelings. Common astrological influence. In astrology, the full moon represents opposition and balance, as it occurs when the sun and moon are in opposite zodiac signs. It is believed to amplify the themes of the opposing signs, creating a time of tension, insight, and emotional release. Astrologers often view it as a period when matters that have been building come to a head, offering a chance for resolution or transformation. 4. Impact on nature and...
Thinking of transformation, this seems to be the ultimate goal in life, is to evolve, is to change, is to grow, is to be in a state of movement. And I find that through augmenting my thoughts and the way in which I learn using technology, whether it's ChatGPT, voice technology, I like to think, I like to read, I like to learn, I like to grow. And I think this is where life begins to flow and flourish, is through the act of growing each day and changing each day and moving each day upwards and onwards, right? So look at this tree. Wow, it's just so perfectly shaped. That's beautiful. As you can see, the seasons are changing, the leaves are falling and dying and withering away. And this is something that I really love about the change of seasons, right? To look at life and to see it wither and to see it die. It reminds me that I too have an inevitable death at the end of my life, and to treat each day like it's my last is the motto of my days, because I find that there is endless possibilities in life when you look at it this way, right? It really does ground you in the moment, where the past, the future, these things are not of our concern. And yeah, maybe disease isn't necessarily a physical ailment. While it is, I think it also happens mentally, right? If you think of the word dis-ease, right? Uneasiness, unwell, you are quite literally uneasy. You are diseased, uneased. And yeah, maybe when you're dwelling in the past or anxious about the future, this is where disease is born. And maybe when you're sort of just embracing the complexities of life and looking closely at life, just watching the way that these beautiful flowers are growing and blooming and changing, and the way the light hits them, it's ethereal, it's otherworldly in a way, as I am here in this this park. And yes, I'm bound by gravity, I'm made of flesh, I will bleed, I will break bones, I will die. I think if you look at life closely enough, the mundane isn't necessarily what it seems, right? So this is where the power of photography lies. It's within its ability for you to exist outside the passage of time, looking at life so closely, right? Where when I'm looking at life, I'm not necessarily looking at life for what it is, but maybe when I photograph, I'm actually making photographs of what life could be, right? I'm making an abstraction of reality, looking at the ordinary and putting it in a place that's extraordinary, right? To uplift the mundane. This is the challenge of a photographer, right? This is the name of the game. And I'm really intrigued each and every day, because I have a camera in my front right pocket. The fact that I have this device with me at all times, the fact that I have ChatGPT to learn and grow, the fact that I have these tools at my disposal is actually augmenting my life in a great way, where I remain ever evolving, I remain in flux, I remain ever changing. And I believe that through documenting, through photographing, you become closer to life itself. And this is where I find that I thrive. And yeah, just a really simple message of the day. I find that to photograph is to be. And to photograph, you hone in on your vision and how you see the world. You become closer to life through the camera. Photography has nothing to do with making photographs, but it has everything to do with increasing your lust for life itself, and to embrace change, and to continuously move in a stream of becoming each and every day. For me, this is the ultimate joy of photography. It's the evolution and the transformation that it provides in my everyday life. Similar to these trees growing tall into the sky, we too can grow through our photographic process. Wow. Just a beautiful fall day.